Alright, hi y'all. How's it going? Hold on. I'm actually eating right now. Also, I don't know why I'm yelling either. I think the music's too loud on my side. Hi y'all. Also. Okay, hello. Welcome everybody. I am quickly eating because that is how life is.
I'm being little and stupid. It's okay to be pathetic and useless and a burden and no good for anything.
Kirby, I am alive. Hello everybody. I survived the day. And I'm eating ramen right now, literally out of a pot. That is where I am. Here, I will briefly show you. One sec. Hello. Ready? My my ramen. It's the Shin brand, but it's green, so it's like supposedly vegetarian. There's mushroom and tofu in it. However, I don't think I've eaten any of either of them. So, yeah. That's what it's supposed to be. But welcome everybody. I hope that your day has been going well. My day has been crazy because the new announcement of amazing games unfortunately coming to the Switch, which means that I have to start using my Switch. That means I actually have to start using it. I really do not use my Switch at all. I don't use my Switch. Which ones are on PC? Because if y'all know me, I just want rival schools. Not rival schools. Project Justice is what I really want, and I'm okay if I have Capcom versus SNK 2, like 2000. I think that's what it is, because I have it on GameCube. So, but I want Project Justice. Buying every version. I'm just not. I'm super excited that these games are being re-released, but it just sucks that they're only digital, because at any moment in time they could be like, yeah, you can't access your games, and I hate that. Is it? You mean I can get a physical copy of Project Justice for PS4? Just know that I didn't actually watch the direct. I had my best friend Kirby explaining everything to me while I was at work. I almost lost my fork. Trying not to cry. My best friend Kirby. Man, I was just like, nah, tell me you lying. Why you lying to me? Hold on, I'm almost done. I also hate the fact that a lot of Korean ramen I get, it's always spicy. I'm just like, why can't you just not make spicy stuff? And I got it because I thought it was gonna be non-spicy. Nope. Spicy. My internet tried to tell me it couldn't find Twitch if you don't cut it out. Hi, Jazzy. November 22nd is the MVC collection. My bad, I lied, but there will be a physical just like the MVC later.
I'm not playing these games.
It's okay. It's okay. I understand. All right. Hello. 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 Also, Kirby, if you're still here. This is the ramen I was eating. The Shin Green ramen. Of course, I could have eaten this without the spiciness, but the broth that they have isn't very flavorful. So, yes. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome in. I hope you're all doing well today. I was super stoked for the Nintendo Direct, even though I didn't watch it, and normally I don't, because Nintendo usually doesn't have many things that I'm interested in, or I just get later on a different system. But anyway, I'm excited for Project Justice. Oh my god! Oh man, Capcom's bringing me out of retirement. Like, let me live in my retired phase, please. Please, no. Now, I'm not saying that I'm a good fighter in Project Justice. Also, my wrists are like old as Methuselah, so I'm pretty sure they'll break as soon as I start playing Project Justice. But I'm glad that there's an easier way for me to show y'all what like this amazing game is. I'm talking about Project Justice in rival schools. Like, Hey Snugs, how's it going? You playing Capcom Fight Evolution? Probably not. You expecting too much out of me, Kurama. You expecting too much. I'm sorry. Lower your expectations. Snacking on some pasta. I just got done eating some ramen. It's all good. Welcome in, Snugs. I hope that you've been well. No, but the only game I'll play out of that is Project Justice. And if I get my hands on it, sure, I will play Capcom versus SNK 2. I think it's like 2000. So I'm excited about that. Also, I have not played Power Stone, so don't ask me. I've seen people play it before, but I, like I said, have not played it myself. Strings and a wine glass? Yes, absolutely. But yeah, that's what I'm most excited from. Actually, let me take a quick look. I saw it when I was getting my Dreamcast back in the day, but it just never appealed to me. And it still doesn't. Let me see. Factory, Yakuza Kiwami on the Switch, Just Dance, Hobbit game, Epic Mickey, which I was interested in that game, but not a lot. Five Nights at Freddy, Help Wanted 2, Animal Crossing Sims, Tales of Grace's F, which I'm familiar with that game. I haven't played it personally, but I know about it. Castlevania is getting like what 2 or 3 games? 3 games. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 remake, which I'm excited about. Suikoden 1 and 2 HD remaster, which I'm also excited about. I still need to play 5 because I started that like I don't know 4 years ago now, and haven't gone back to it because of the the what is it called? The white balance in that game is terrible. Atelier games, which I haven't gotten into. Yeah, that's important. You have to play to understand it. Nah, I'm good. Oh, I saw Castlevania, the DLC in Dead by Daylight. It looks good, and also the fact that Crispin Freeman is the voice actor for Alucard, like, I can't. That man has my heart. I'm sorry, not sorry. He has my heart. But anyway, welcome back to another episode of Vampire Therapist. Hopefully, the game saved to where I need to be. Otherwise, I don't know. Stream might be short today because these clients of Sam Walls, or is it Wells? They getting wild. They're getting real wild. Like I can't remember what we did last time. Oh, what did we do last time? We did I want to say we did a lot, but I don't think we did. I think we dealt with our friend Edmund, and we also dealt with what's her name, Isabella, who is warming up to us, and Edmund is warming up to us as well. Previously, we encountered Dr. Drain's other side, who's a whole hot mess, and now we are going to deal with our other two clients, which is Medi and maybe it is just one. I thought it was 2, but we're gonna deal with Medi today. We're gonna see how well she's doing. She a whole mess. But yes. Okay, so the only game I want, Kurama, is Project Justice. I want nothing else. Like I am low key ready to go back to making my Akira cosplay because I started it with my sister. The only thing is that I need to get remeasured because I'm not as slim as I was back then. Oh, I saw it. It's there. That's like the only game I want. Everything else can come second. All right, let me get into this game. But welcome to everybody. I hope that your day at work or school, or your day in general, was fine. Pull up a seat, grab a drink. I have pink Moscato today. I was trying to keep on the trend of drinking a red wine to mimic blood. But I drank it yesterday. I drank it all yesterday because I was trying to make room in my fridge. And grab some food and sit back and relax. And I hope you enjoy the shenanigans that is Vampire Therapist. Alright. Okay. is it? Okay. I think it's a little bit behind though. You need to buy Dracula in DVD today so you can drunk blood from your victims in your wine glass too. His Mori is pretty good. His Mori is pretty good. I won't lie about that. However, his eyes are a little bit much. Just a little bit. Other than that, he was cool. Alright, so we're starting off strong with Medi. Medi is an ancient vampire. She's a streamer, and she has an OnlyFans page. And she said the last time we were speaking to her, she said that she was getting overwhelmed by what her fans wanted her to do. And it wasn't necessarily making her uncomfortable, but she just didn't like it. And so she didn't necessarily know how to deal with it. And so now we're gonna see how she's been for an entire month, because I think the last time we told her is to, you know, go outside, be out in the air, don't be holed up in your house all the time. And I don't think we necessarily told her anything specific about like what to do with her fans. I have a feeling Sam may have said like, you know what, you don't have to do what they ask you to do. But she was like, they pay me to do it, and they also want me to kill them, and I do it, and I get like money and food. So so I think that's where we left off with her. And I think it's been a month since we've seen her. After we go through like all of our clients, like a month supposedly passes. That's what I think. Because there's really no like, oh, is it morning or is it night? It's really subtle, like, oh, us going to sleep. We're going to sleep in the morning, and then we're waking up in the evening. The good evening.
Ancient one. She's 1,200 years younger than you, Andy.
Okay, how is the audio? Can we hear it? Does it sound good? Does it need to be louder? Allergies are kicking my butt.
I suppose I was engaging in a bit of labeling myself. You are, of course, correct. Still, her age presents a unique challenge.
I think the music is different.
After one lives for 1,000 years, history seems less a line than a fixed point. Speaking of which, I imagine you can guess what distortion an old one such as Medi might fixate upon.
Nosferatu thinking?
It's Nosferatu thinking. Medi's seen so much history that mortals can only be one way or another for her.
You are not incorrect. She does indeed paint the world with a very old, broad brush. But her true distortion is more specific.
It's gotta be overgeneralization. She really is basing all her opinions on her experiences when she was alive.
Very good, Samuel. I heard tales of her island in my time, but they were never peaceful tales. I am not surprised she finds safety in her narrative. What other distortions do you think Medi might exhibit?
This part always, even though like we recently just started doing this part, it it still kind of throws me off because I'm just like, I don't know which one to choose. Like I don't know there's a right way or a wrong way, but I'm like, I don't want to choose the right or the wrong one. Immediately I saw control fallacy, emotional reasoning, and then either Nosferatu thinking or disqualify. She uses a lot of. It's. Maybe because she calls. She calls Sam a little mouse, and then she was calling her supporters, her subscribers, something else. I can't remember. But I think I'm gonna go with disqualifying the positive.
Good to go, boss.
Then I will leave you to it. Good luck, my friend.
Ooh.
Hello again, strange cowboy man.
Hi, Maddie.
It's good to see you again, Mitty. How's the past month been for you?
Went for a walk, just like you suggested. Didn't like it very much.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. What was so unpleasant about it?
It's very loud outside, and dirty, and smelly. Everywhere I walked, it smelled like mortal food, which is disgusting. They knew how good it felt to drink blood. Maybe they would not eat so much of this pizza food.
Not her coming for pizza.
There's so many cars too. I don't like cars. They have hateful faces. They look so angry all the time. I stepped in a wee, killed 7 men, and got splashed by a bus. It's really quite awful.
You step and pee, you killed 7 people, and you got splashed by a bus. Where do you live, ma'am?
You killed 7 men? How the heck did that happen?
Oh, that was inconvenient, you know. Normally I have my zealots do that kind of thing for me. They take care of the bodies.
Why are you whispering? Why are you whispering?
I had to do all that silly work myself, and now there are always police sirens going off, which interrupts my streams and makes my followers very sad.
Why did that all happen?
Because they found the bodies everywhere, silly. I don't know what to do with my rubbish.
See, what you do is that you cut the limbs off, you put them in garbage bags. I'm kidding. When I was in college, I read this. Oh, what was this? I don't remember what it was called, but basically there was a group of women that came across like a lot of money. However, like one of their friends was like getting greedy, and what they did is that I think they accidentally killed her. And what they did is that they chopped off her limbs and like spread them throughout Japan, like in Tokyo, and and that scene, it was great. I will try to remember what book that was because it was a really good book. Now that I think about it, I think it's called Out, and it's written by a Japanese writer. Let me double check. Yep, it's called Out by Natsuo Kirino. It is, let's see. Oh, it has stuff to do with the Yakuza. Never mind, I won't go into that. Okay.
I meant, why the killing? You didn't happen to make a few assumptions based on past experiences? Why kill a bunch of men?
Oh, well, they looked at me. I know what mortals who look at me are like. If I let them live, they'd probably try to burn me as a witch. I could do nothing but kill them.
Hold on a sec. You know what mortals who look at you are like. How do you know? Are you reading their minds?
I don't have to read their minds, sweetling. I have known manlings for a very long time.
I get what you're saying, But here in this room, at least, we gotta be honest with ourselves. Do you really know what they were thinking?
Silly mouseling. I do not need to know what a wolf is thinking to know what a wolf is.
She's not wrong, but
Does that mean every wolf you see is gonna try to eat you?
We don't have wolves anymore. They're all gone now.
So maybe you can see where that kind of thinking can be a problem. It was scared people who killed all them wolves, right? Now I know that thinking doesn't come from nowhere. Old as you are, I'm sure you've seen some real awful stuff.
That's right. Haven't killed you, though. You are kind, little mouse.
Well, let's lay off the mouse stuff a little.
you know, she is something else. She is something else. Girl, lady, I am trying to help you. Stop killing people just because they look at you. I mean, you cute. You got 2 different color eyes. And, you know, your hair matches your eyes and nails. Come on now, girl.
I'm sorry. Don't wish for you to scurry away into a little hole. Do you want to hear why I feel the way I do?
Why are you whispering?
I would appreciate it greatly, miss.
Also, there was an update to this game before I started playing, so I'm wondering if they changed that. But at the same time, why would they lower the volume of the speakers? You're here for your weekly check-in with Crimson? We gonna get to her. R50, we gonna get to her, I promise.
Let me tell you about men from my time then. Let's start with me, Da. My father sold me and my mother to a chief of a rival clan for a golden necklace.
That is just horrifying.
You need to find whoever came up with missions for Crisis Core and kick them a very painful kick to the middle. Good luck with that. Good luck. Hello. Welcome in R50 Rodo. I hope you are doing well today.
Oh, don't fuss, sweetling. Was the most beautiful golden necklace. At least 2 girls' worth. Father got quite a deal, really.
You're using humor, but I'm sure that must have been heartbreaking for you.
It was common at the time. Suppose I should have been glad to be the possession of an old chief.
This can go south very easily.
I knew girls who did as they were told. They would have been
Yep.
thrilled to have been the concubine of a powerful chief. But, oh, he was so old. Cormac O'Neill, the oldest man I had ever seen. I remember thinking, where is his face? Because I could not see it under all his disgusting wrinkles.
How old was the guy?
38.
Not her saying 38 and he had wrinkles. Good lord. Good lord. However, back in that time period, 30, if you made it over 20, you were considered old.
That was pretty old in your time, huh? Wish I died at 38. Could have been a better looking corpse.
Well, he left an awful looking corpse. His face was all.
Yeah? Is that the noise he made?
I'm guessing you had something to do with that, huh?
Not me. My boyfriend, Abertach. He told me he'd set me free. Suppose he did.
For thinking it'd be a good idea to have two giant tone berries who teleport and stab as a fight. Eventually got there after double digit attempts. How's my week going? My week is going pretty good. My CEO is back in the office. So everyone's just like, oh, he's here? I'm just like, he's here. Because I don't know when that man's going to be in the office. I just, show up and do whatever work I'm supposed to. And if he's there, surprise. Surprise. If he's not, where is he? I don't know. At home? If you were 30, you were practically in your autumn years. Basically, yes. Roto.
He created a delightful poison for me. He said it would make my dear master die in excruciating pain. So, one night I lay with him, and that means I did sex, and when he was pleased, I fed him the poison mead. Abby did what I couldn't, and the old fool finally died.
What am I supposed to do for this one? Like, what am I supposed to do? Control fallacy? I don't know. Only a few missions away from second piece of Genji armor 2, then you just have to do some grinding to be able to afford it. Good luck, Roto.
You're saying your boyfriend killed your husband, but it sounds to me like you did the real work. He mixed up some herbs, sure, but you were the one that had to sleep with the old man and get the poison in him.
Abby made sure I knew it was because of him that I was free. He said it could never have happened without him.
Toxic.
He didn't have to be brave to mix up a potion. I think the bravery was all you, Mitty. Don't disqualify the idea that the person who set you free was you.
You know, I think you're absolutely right, strange cowboy man. I did do all the work.
Yes, you did, ma'am. Very interesting color.
But Abby never let me forget that he was the one who freed me. He wanted me to worship him.
A fella who demands to be worshipped is always going to be a dangerous man.
Mm-hmm.
Dangerous men have always been drawn to me. Must be something about the way I am.
So what happened after you killed Cormac?
The Neil clan came after me and Abby. They found him, took their swords and went, stab, stab, stabby, stabby, stab, stab, stab. But Abby just laughed. That's how I found out he was undead already. Gave me the willies.
Mm-hmm.
When they couldn't kill Abby, they decided to kill me instead. And that made him very upset indeed, because I belonged to him.
That must have been terrifying.
I suppose. Mostly hurt. Lots and lots. Getting stabbed isn't much fun when you're immortal.
I ain't too fond of it as a vampire neither.
Abby fed me his blood, though, and then I became like him. When I woke up, the Neil clan who tried to kill us were all properly dead. Well, almost dead. They still had a lot of blood left, and I was hungry.
Yeehaw, indeed. Second, how are you?
Neil clan was ever so cross, though. They captured Abby and sealed him in a tomb with some forgotten spells. He's still there, as far as I know.
What happened to you?
I didn't have a future with my tribe. I insulted both my clan and Cormac's clan by killing their chief. My only choice was to be alone. That's the wisest choice.
Oh.
Medi seems to think in extremes, not uncommon for one as ancient as she is. She had more power in her situation than she can admit.
That kind of all or nothing thinking could get us in trouble. If we think all is lost, we're liable to do things we wouldn't normally do.
Bruh, it was almost 95 degrees here. And I'm putting on my jacket because I'm sitting in front of a fan that's blowing my AC air on me. So I'm kind of cold. But it's hot as hell outside and also extremely humid. It's so gross.
I know I did some stuff I regretted in them moments, and I sure wish I'd taken a breath and stepped back in all them times.
You sound so sad when you say that, funny cowboy man.
I'm all right. I'm just saying, you're a capable lady. You've always got more options than you think in a bad moment.
Oh, but you're just a child. I don't want you to be sad.
Well, let's focus on you, huh? You say you've been living alone ever since then?
Of course, my silly cowboy man. We aren't mortal anymore. We will always end up alone. Why waste my time?
Again, Medi deals in extremes. Long life often makes one's interpretation of life stark.
So then.
Come on, Medi. You're distorting a lot of reality there. All vampires ain't lonely. Some of us choose to be, but not all of us. Sure, mortals have a habit of dying, but there will always be more of them.
Hi, Calamity.
Not to mention all the vampires out there. Heck, I used to be in a vampire gang. Cult. Well, kind of both. They weren't good company, but they certainly weren't lonely. I mean, ain't we talking? Well, there's loads of vampires out there who think like you do, and they're fulfilling their own prophecies of loneliness.
You're being a mean little mouse now, and I don't like it very much. Maybe I should have killed you after all.
First of all, ma'am, relax. I will pull out the gun. I am not afraid to shoot a woman.
I'm trying to help you, Medi. The world's changed a lot in the last 1,800 years. A lot of it bad, but a lot of it good, too.
Yeah, I'm surviving, Ordo. I'm glad to hear that you're making your way through Crisis Core. So I started blasting. Exactly, second. Exactly.
By and large, most people ain't burning witches and selling their daughters. That sort of thing's frowned upon by mortals these days. There are laws out there to protect folks now. It ain't like in old times.
May I tell you a story, little mouse?
Oh, the horrors.
All right, tell me a story.
Once upon a time, there was a very pretty young lady. Pretty, but also crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like me.
Mm-hmm.
The pretty young lady Mary had moved in with her cousin, Mrs. Haltridge. At first, they got along quite well.
Mm-hmm.
But one day, Mary started acting naughty. She would shout, act unladylike, and even say that Jesus Christ wasn't very special.
Mm-hmm. I can see where this is going.
Mrs. Haltridge liked Jesus Christ very much and wanted Mary to like him too. When she didn't, this embarrassed Mrs. Haltridge. She began to think something was wrong with Mary. After all, who didn't like Jesus Christ?
Kelly at any convention when the thieves start approaching, she has a squirt gun in hand. No, I have deodorant in hand. I have a stick, the rollerball, and the spray. Don't you come up to me smelling like that. Now, second, you know damn well. Fox. Thank you, Fox, for the 2 gifted subs. I appreciate it. Have a good boxing night session. Good boxing session. Thank you, Lux. I try to, I got to stunt on them at work. I'm just saying how this is like 9 hours, 10 hours plus makeup. So I hope it still looks good. Hi, Dugan. How's it going? Now, second, you know that Mrs. Haltridge is not a black mom. Absolutely not.
Mrs. Haltridge said that Mary had begun to vomit up pins and buttons, nails, glass, and bits of wool.
The reason I. Now Vox, you playing. You playing. Also, I know it's months off, but gonna wrap up the end of the year with finally finishing Danganronpa 2, 3, Despair Girls. Are you saying for you, Roto? Bye, Vox. Have a good boxing session. It's too hot for makeup. You walked in your crib, almost walked back out because the AC wasn't on. My AC has been on literally since I got back from Utah. It has literally been on since that entire time. My apartment usually sits between 74 and 77 degrees. Yeah, Rhoda, it's time for you to finish that game. Why is it still hot for y'all? It's like 15°C today. It is blazing. Not the good blazing. Blazing. Humidity. Bleh. Heat. Bleh. The heat index in Chicago was 115. And the temperature was 90. No, we don't get heat like that. We're not supposed to get heat like that. No, thank you. But yeah, 115. 115. Yeah. Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit, not Celsius. Fahrenheit. But I am in an air conditioned building. Like, it is very cold in that building. It's like 68 degrees in that building. Constantly. So it's like I have to dress for the weather outside, but then also for the weather or the temperature inside the building. So it's like ridiculous. I can't. I cannot. It rained today, which is crazy. Like, we were supposed to get really bad storms. I think it's supposed to rain like later on tonight, but they're talking about severe storms, like tornado producing storms, and tornadoes freak me out. So I'm just like, depending on how the weather is, I may or may not stream. Gotta deal with my anxiety. Yeah, no, thank you. I have an office cardigan too and a blanket. I'm still cold. I'm still cold. Also, welcome in, Trash. I hope you're doing well today. Yeah, no, I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
Instead of being grateful for the free gifts Mary was vomiting up, Mrs. Haltridge said that she had been attacked by 8 witches in spectral form. Now, just so happened that all 8 of those witches lived very close to the town where Mrs. Haltridge lived. Despite their magical prowess, the 8 witches were captured and put into the stocks, and all the people of the town were told that the women did not like Jesus Christ at all.
Are you talking about the Salem witch trials?
So the Jesus Christ-liking people threw rotten vegetables and poo at the witches. And, just for fun, they gouged out the eye of one of them. Then they kicked the witches out of town and lived happily ever after. The end.
That ain't a pleasant story.
Oh, it was very unpleasant. It hurts very much to have your eye taken away. But I like my new eye. It's fun.
Now, I was not expecting her to take her eyeball out, okay? Oh my god. Like I was expecting her to say like, "Oh, that happened to one of my friends." No.
I was 1500 summers old or so when that happened. The world hadn't changed much then. I don't think it's changed much now.
Girl, put your eyeball back in, please.
I'm sorry that happened to you, Meddy. You're right. Folk can be pretty awful when they get riled up. That ain't changed.
You're right, second. She is.
Oh, don't be sorry, little mouse. I like my new eye. Also, the story has a happy ending.
Oh yeah? What's that?
After I had my eye taken away, I took Mrs. Haltridge's parts away too, one by one until she died. It was so much fun.
Okay.
That's a little morbid, Meddy.
Like, did you like approach her and then just like cut off one of her arms? And then she was like screaming, begging for her life. Did you cut off like a leg? Is that what you did, Meddy?
Morbid Mary. Oh, I like that. It's very clever, little mouse. But you see why I'm careful now?
Yeah, I get it. But look, there's one thing that's different now, and that's...
These options seem very random to me. The UN exists. What does that have to do with what she went through? Liberal democracy has solved everything. What were
It's what we're doing right now. And all that time up till now, therapy ain't never existed. We only just started looking at ourselves and the way we think.
we got these? No, that's the liberal democracy. No, I was kidding.
Before recent times, we only looked at gods, government, and society. The self is a new frontier, and we're learning stuff we never considered before. The frontier can be kind of scary, but being on that frontier means moving forward. Come with me.
Silly mouse. If something feels scary, that means that there must be something to be scared of.
Now hold your horses there. Yeah, it might be true that sensing something scary means there's actually something scary out there. But that don't make it necessarily so. If fear keeps us from exploring, we can't experience new things, good or bad.
Suppose that's true. But good things are temporary. Bad things can last forever. Would you like to hold my eye?
Girl, put your eye back in, please.
Oh, that's all right. You keep it. I get what you're saying, Meddy. I ain't saying not to be careful. Just acknowledge that a feeling doesn't make reality. I know you've been through a lot and you got damn good reasons for being careful. But there's a reason you came to me, right?
Yes, but it wasn't because I wanted to go outside. It's because of my fans. They're very demanding.
Right. That's why we were talking about your going for walks and went down this rabbit hole.
Or, in your case, a mouse hole.
Anyway, therapy usually ain't about just one thing. It's about lots of things. If the problem is your fans, we gotta imagine unlife without them, right?
Don't want to lose them all. Some of them are gentle. They're too weak to hurt anyone, which is why they don't.
I mean, they could.
You really think weak people would hurt others if they were stronger?
Little mouse, I've been alive for a long time. I believe what my eye shows me. Yes, if one is capable of hurting another, they do.
Man, put your eye back in.
They can, but they don't always. You ever seen them capybara animals?
Capybara. Capybara. Yeah, I got two eyes and you're right. Second. Capybara.
They're dang massive rodents and could do some damage if they wanted to, I reckon.
Oh, yes. Oh, they're very to share animated pictures of them in my community.
The capybara is just chilling in a hot spring with a orange or a tangerine on their head, just chewing on some leaves.
Some folk are like that. They just want to sit around and have someone scratch their bellies.
Is that what you want, little mouse? Do you want me to scratch your belly?
No.
What? No, I'm just saying. Don't assume everyone's out to hurt someone. Yeah, it happens. Of course it does. But that kind of thinking ain't giving folks their fair shot.
Don't know what I'll do if I don't have my followers. I can't live the way I used to before the machines took over. Oh, they expect so much of me now. They send me messages all night and all day. They need content.
They need content. Girl, you better send them to previous OnlyFans and your I think they call it Switch Switch streams. You better tell them to go look somewhere else.
God, if I don't give them their content, they'll all leave. Their attention spans are like those of little bugs, but they're not as cute.
Okay, I think we need to talk about moderation.
Oh, I already have moderators, silly mouse. Any major content creator has to have them.
I know there's 2 people I want to ask to be moderators. 2 more people. 2 more people. You'll know when it happens.
I don't know what that stuff means. I'm talking about moderation in your thinking. What if you gave your fans only what you felt comfortable giving?
Doesn't matter what I want, silly mouse. They just want me to overreact to video games.
Mitty, you're thinking that mortals want only one type of content is forcing you to make only one type of content. Your assumptions are keeping you from doing things you like, and you deserve to do things you actually enjoy.
You're very kind. I thought cowboys were supposed to be tough.
Who says I ain't? I just don't have nothing to prove no more. Here, why don't we try something new for next time, since going out didn't go so well last time. I want to challenge you to take a day off. Don't answer any messages, don't post no content. Just do something for you and you alone. Take a sick day.
But we never get sick. We're dead people.
They don't know that, do they? One day. That's all I'm asking for. You need to give yourself a little space.
I feel like she's gonna come back and she's gonna be like, I was so bored. Like, I can't believe I did this. I feel like that's what she's gonna say.
Very well. Since you've been a very kind mouse, I'll do it for you.
I'd prefer it if you did it for you, but we'll work toward that, huh?
Oh, I wish I had a big piece of cheese to give to you right now.
A lactose intolerance is kind of a side effect of death, but I appreciate the sentiment. I'll see you in a month then, okay?
Yes.
Great. I'll see you then.
Bye.
You are doing well, my friend. I know we old ones can be rather inscrutable sometimes.
She's human. We all are, ain't we? The way I see it, we all got the same problems one way or another.
Your wisdom never fails to impress, Samuel. I believe it is time for you to follow your own advice to Miss Betty, however. All work and no play makes for a dull vampire, as they say.
Yeah, you're probably right. I might hit the hay early and do a bit of reading.
If you must take out some aggression on hay, then please do so. I shall see you soon, my friend. Rest in peace.
So there was a gnat on my wine glass, and I don't know if I killed it or not. Let me check this.
Good night, Andy.
Not very ladylike, but that's okay.
Dang, I wonder how I'll feel about humanity when I'm 1800. Heck, I wonder whether there'll even be a planet. I guess it's time to drown my existential woes in blood. Howdy there, Crimson.
There's our lady. There's our Crimson.
You're sounding a little weary there, cowboy. You getting enough to drink these nights?
Yeah, that ain't it. Just existential ponderings.
That's just my specialty. What's eating you, buckaroo?
It's this old client I got. She's been watching humanity hurting itself for 1,800 years. Every time she expected better, she got hurt. She ain't wrong to mistrust mortals.
That's a tough one. What do you do with someone like that?
Hi, kitten.
Well, I tried to guide her to look inward like I do with everyone. People are people, but so is she.
How do you think she took it?
I've been saying all of my sessions have been going well.
I think she appreciated the focus on her. I can't answer for all humanity, but maybe she can get answers from herself.
I think you could stand to listen to yourself, Ranchero. You could have been a mean old Dracula, and nobody would expect anything different from you. Reckon there have always been people like you, no matter how bad it's been in history.
Dang, Crimson. I can see why Andy respects you so much. You done some living, sounds like.
Death at the door can put things into perspective. I get where your client is coming from. Changing the world isn't going to happen, but we can at least change ourselves.
All right, Roto, thanks for stopping in. Have a good night and good luck with Crisis Core.
I don't think that's true. The country I left definitely ain't the country I was in.
Here I go! This hand of mine is burning red! Its loud roar tells me to grasp victory! Erupting, burning, fire!
Now R50. R50, please.
The wheels turn a little slowly for us mortals, cowboy. Back in D.C., I was trying to push policy to do something about our poverty problem, but the kind gentlemen across the street were pretty happy to make things worse. When I got my cancer diagnosis, that was my wake-up call to stop getting disappointed and start living with the little amount of time I had left.
Working at a bar is more rewarding than being a member of the bar, huh?
Not bad, cowboy. It's got its charms. Here, I whipped up something special for you.
That ain't half bad. Got a refreshing taste.
Rose hips. Just a little something extra. Been experimenting with some herbals for Andy.
Yes, Crimson has cancer. I think she's like 50, but because she's been drinking Andy's blood, she looks like she's 30. I think that's what her age is, or like just younger than 50.
Guess old dogs like us can still learn new tricks. Thanks, Crimson. I think I'll hit the hay now.
Oh shit, what are we gonna see this
You
time?
hit that hay, Desperado. I'll see you later.
Got a lot on my mind tonight. I think I need some rest. Now, what should I do to relax?
Should we read or should we watch cartoons? The last 2 times we've been watching cartoons. We've seen Betty Boop and we've seen the Three Stooges. Read? Joking? Is that what you're saying? I'm like, leave. What you mean? Read? No, read. No, read. Sam got some spicy books. I don't think Sam has spicy books. He has a lot of what are they called? Classics. See, reflect on the day with Emerson. Watch a man get his butt burned with a hot iron. Ralph Waldo Emerson, an American essayist, lecturer, philosopher, abolitionist. Yeah. Yep. Yep. That's all I can say right now. Oh. They don't have time to read spicy books. Too busy helping these people. Jazzy's right. Okay, but are we gonna read? I'm gonna go with Yogan said. We're gonna read. He doesn't have anything spicy though. Is that okay? Which one are we doing? Reading or watching TV? What are we doing? We can decide right now. Read, watch TV. Read, watch TV. Read, watch TV. I don't think Emerson is exactly good at reading. No, it's not. All right, we're watching TV.
I sure am grateful that Andy has some classic cinema to watch in here.
The Three Stooges again. Wait, second. Is this one of the free, copyright free episodes? Because I know last stream we were talking about like copyright free episodes. There was like six or like three to six episodes that weren't like their copyright wasn't renewed, and I can't remember which if this was one of them.
That is the toughest spot I ever tackled. Chef, give me a hand, will you? I can't now. I gotta finish my pants.
Hey, fellas, listen to this letter. Gentlemen.
That ain't for us. We're not gentlemen. Speak for yourself.
Oh! Gentlemen, this is to inform you that unless overdue payments for tailoring equipment are made within 24 hours, we will repossess said equipment. Balance now due $321.86. Skin and Flint Finance Corporation. I, Fleesom, President.
That put us out of business. What'll we do? You guys worry about that. I'm too young to worry and get wrinkles on my pretty little face. What we need is a little music to cheer us up. News flashes. Police are frantically scouring the town in search of Terry Slippery-Fingered Hargan. Hargan has robbed his 18th consecutive safe in 9 days. A large reward is offered for his capture. Does your car have indigestion? Does it burp in the morning? Try no burpoline, the only gasoline containing bicarbonate of soda. Hey, Mo, why don't we capture Hargan and collect the reward, then we can pay our bills?
Oh, it's as simple as all that. Hargan is going to walk right in here and let you...
totally forgot about YouTube because these are going onto YouTube. So if you've missed any previous ones, be sure to check out my YouTube channel for the previous streams.
Samuel, my dear, I do look forward to our chats. How are you feeling tonight?
I gotta confess, boss, I'm a little down. I love helping other vampires, but getting therapy myself sometimes ain't much fun.
I understand. Looking in the mirror is difficult for any human, much more so when they don't cast a reflection.
You ain't kidding. It just seems like there's always work to do, you know? Like my walking in the woods for 90 years wasn't nearly enough time.
I dare say you are correct. I believe that we must never cease our walking in the woods. There is no mystery deeper than that of our own existence.
Where do vampires come from anyway?
Well, Samuel, when two vampires love each other very much...
Come on, boss, that's not what I'm asking. Where do we come from?
I swear to God. Which is funny that I say that while playing this game.
The answer to that is much older than recorded history, my friend. But let us focus on you.
So there's a possibility that you do know, but you're not telling us.
We should start with some meditation and determine what thoughts are most important to you right now. Close your eyes and envision your place of comfort.
Yeah.
I ain't good at being a therapist. Is my hat weird? Ich bin Sam. Ich bin ein cool man. Election looks real bad back home. Dr. Drain thinks I'm brain damaged.
I don't know. I think, hold on.
Why'd my
There you
mom
go.
have to marry that asshole? When's the sunrise? The Senora hates my guts. Sure wish you were still here, Jeb. Actors need help, that's for dang sure. Wish I had more book smarts. Bet he scares the heck out of me. You're an idiot, Sam, hurting all them folk. Why'd I join up with a gang in the first place?
How are you feeling, my friend?
Wait, so it was reading that my PS5 controller was plugged in, so it wasn't doing what it was supposed to.
Pretty good. I gotta say, my head's been a mess of thoughts lately. I think I was afraid of therapy today.
Why is that, my friend? What thoughts came up?
Well, after last time, I think I was stewing a bit. Just being real angry at myself for joining that nasty cult in the first place.
They preyed on the vulnerable, as cults tend to do. If you had been a man of means with a robust support system, I doubt they would have noticed you.
Yeah, I know. And honestly, I'm mad about that too. I mean, my country did me real wrong and put me in that sorry state to begin with.
Dang, that's tough.
This sounds like a proverbial can of worms.
I mean...
Yeah, you could definitely say that. After we talked last time, I kept thinking, what could I have done differently? And the answer amounts to horse shit. All that law-breaking I did, all that murdering and stealing and doing no good, that was my country failing me.
Let us slow down, Samuel. You are making a bit of a logical leap. I have great admiration and empathy for you, my friend. But it is disrespectful to those you hurt to blame anyone but yourself.
I mean, I guess I could have died. Suppose that would have been kinder. But that's a lot to ask a boy to do.
I am not suggesting that you should have died. and I do not suggest that your country was without fault. However, your country had its role, and you had yours. You are using a cognitive distortion called blaming. When we engage in blaming, we ignore or wipe away our own faults, attributing them to someone or something else.
Not you adding more distortions to my repertoire. I already have enough problem like choosing which ones to like use against my or use for my clients.
Our faults are precious, Samuel. We cannot be ourselves without them. Do not wipe them away.
I mean, I just wish things hadn't been the way they were. If my country had taken a better trail, maybe I would have turned out different.
Differently. I am sorry to interrupt, but Senora Deste might correct you less gently. Now then, perhaps it would help to put blaming into perspective. It is always humbling to see ourselves in the mirrors of our minds, is it not? Let's try some examples. See if you can tell when I am blaming. I turned into a bat the other day and flew right into a tree. Who put that tree there?
Blaming someone else, or the tree, for you being clumsy, that ain't gonna do anyone much good. I smacked into my fair share of trees back when I was a youngster, but that was definitely my fault.
Of course, there is no shame in being a novice flyer as a young vampire, but we can be insecure creatures. That's our humanity at work.
Like me accidentally running into doors or to the doorways. Cause I'd be doing it a lot. I see it, still running into it. Who put this there?
I was unable to perform in bed with Crimson the other night. It must have been her fault.
Dang, that is some blaming. Takes two to tango, boss. Maybe there's some bad blood brewing between you two, and I wish I hadn't heard about it.
Do not worry, my friend. Crimson and I bring each other great satisfaction.
Um
All right, I get it, I get it.
I don't know if that's in the game or if there's something in my headset. And it's kind of bothering me.
I said nothing lurid, Samuel. Why are you so distressed?
Well, singing, great satisfaction. It's like hearing your parents talking about their sex lives. I mean, not that you're. I mean, I'll forget I said anything.
Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I had to like I don't know if there was like a bug or a fly in my hair or something like that, but I kept hearing buzzing, like a bug flying by my ear, and I'm just like, what is this noise? So I had to go like brush my hair. I had to mess around with the cups of my headphones to like see if there was like something stuck in there, and I'm just like, what is that noise? I don't know if it's in the game or not. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but if it sounds like a fly or something like that, that's what I was hearing. But no, we're not done today. Not yet. We're gonna do at least one more client, and depending on how I feel, we'll go from there.
All right, Samuel, let us move on. The interface on this widely used new vampire dating app is so modern. How do they expect anyone to use this cursed thing?
Come on now, boss. Not every app out there is designed too good, but we can't expect machines to run themselves.
You
Now,
didn't
that's
hear.
blaming right there.
You didn't hear buzzing. It wasn't like I don't know how to explain it, but it was not like constant. And I'm like, is this something in the game or not? I don't know. Maybe there was a bug stuck in my hair. I don't know. But then it coming so loud through the headphones is just as weird. Because obviously I don't feel anything crawling on my ear, which is really upsetting. Actually, it's very upsetting. Completely. No, thank you. Could be the headphones. It was only coming out of my right ear. I don't know.
You are correct, Samuel. It was only hypothetical, of course. I do endeavor to keep up with the times. By the way, thank you again for teaching me Control V and Control C the other night. What a delightful trick.
The driver in the right ear could be dying or something. Damn, Papa's gonna be sad if that is actually the truth.
Oh, yeah. Way faster than going through the edit menu all the time.
You youngsters always find the latest tricks. Let's keep going, though. Did you see the football game the other night? My preferred team played with great skill and should have won. The referee was clearly an agent of the Dark Lord.
The Dark Lord.
And now hold on, Andy. I think I saw the game you're talking about, and you're just blaming the ref for your team's mistakes. You got a great tight end, but one that plays a little dirty.
Excuse me?
Oh?
I didn't mean it like that. Oh, heck, I can't talk right today.
It's quite all right. Isn't getting dirty the point of play? It is the fault of the cursed sun that we must live in darkness.
Nah, I was saying they cheated.
Well, the sun can't help being the sun, so don't go blaming it.
On a huge side note, I don't know how I got on this side of TikTok, but I'm on this side of TikTok where they're showing hypotheticals like, what if we replace the sun with a neutron star? Or what if we change Earth's axis and had it rotate a different way, or change the length of a rotation? And I don't know how I got there, but this is what the sun reminded me of, because I think I saw like, what would happen if our sun was red instead of yellow? Death, basically.
The way I see it, we got our place. That ain't nobody's fault.
Well done, Samuel. Perhaps the sun is even more brilliant in our memories, and seeing the real thing would spoil it.
Well, that's one way of thinking about it. I think I get it. I ain't trying to erase what I did. I'm just bitter that I felt like I had no choice at all. And it all goes back to the United States taking my daddy away for their manifest destiny. I'm mad at him too. Dying for his country. What kind of nonsense is that? How'd his country pay him back? By making my poor ma marry a drunk who beat the daylights out of her and his kids? Ain't no damn wonder I turned out the way I did.
That must have been devastating, Samuel. Countries are not human. They cannot feel, and stories such as yours prove it.
I feel like I need another drink right now.
I mean, what the hell, Andy? My daddy's corpse didn't give a shit about no United States of America. It's kind of funny when you think about it. He died fighting the British so the U.S. could say they own Missouri. Who the fuck cares?
Yeah, tell him. This is delicious.
I'm telling you, Andy, the best thing about being dead is realizing how little that nationalism crap matters.
Desire for identity can create monsters worse than we. What happened after your father died?
Well, we didn't have nothing. The money was running out, so my ma got married to a hard man who drank even harder. He beat up my older brother, Jeb, for fun. And once Jeb started fighting back, dear old stepdad came for me. And that's when my brother killed him.
It sounds like a tragedy from my own country's mythology. I am sorry that such a thing happened to you, Samuel. Your brother was brave.
No kidding. We went on the run together, but he was the one who kept us alive and fed, mostly through stealing and begging. Once we stopped being cute, begging didn't work anymore, so we moved up to robbing and killing. Killed my first man at 12, and then it got a little too easy.
That is young. I cannot imagine how difficult that must have been, Samuel. My country asked me to kill at 20, and I still remember how devastating it felt.
Yeah, well, nobody told me to do it. Like you said, that was all me. I don't think anyone was surprised either. When my brother and I rode into a town, you should have seen the way people looked at us. They knew we were trouble, and we were determined as hell to prove them right.
Aha, a moment, Samuel. I believe this is an opportunity for some growth.
It's them distortions again, huh?
To err is human, as they say. Do not be discouraged. There is something in what you just said that you cannot be sure of. Can you tell me what it is?
Nationalism is neat, actually. I stopped being cute. People knew we were trouble.
I guess there ain't no way of knowing that people thought we were trouble.
That's right, Samuel. There is one way of knowing exactly what they were thinking, and that would be to read their minds. Thus is the cognitive distortion called mind reading. Yes, we can weigh evidence and make predictions, but never with complete certainty.
I was a dirty little thieving murderer. I don't blame him for judging me.
First, that's labeling. Second, one of those people might have been patient and gentle, one that had an experience like yours. You cannot know. With your mind reading, do you see how you made everyone your enemy?
Yeah, you're right. You're damn right.
No one expects a child to be perfectly aware of themselves and the world, Samuel. Remember, start with compassion for yourself.
When we assume somebody's thoughts, they have no opportunity to prove otherwise. People usually imagine I'm sitting here thinking about horses, but that's true only some of the time. It's mind reading to invent someone else's thoughts. We can't know them. Examples: that hombre over there, hombre over there. There's real quiet. He must have been plotting against me. My blood partner's thinking of leaving me for a sexier vampire. He didn't say so. I just know it. When that lady saw my fangs, she must have thought I would sound like Bella Lugosi. I don't know who that is. You like this game? I'm glad. I'm enjoying this game. I think I'm overthinking some parts of it, but I am really enjoying this game. And Tuesdays are supposed to be low intensity games instead of me playing Power Wash Sim all the time. We're playing something else. However, once this is over, we're gonna go back to Power Wash for a little bit. Then we're gonna play something else. Maybe what's that game called? Either Stardew Valley or Slime Rancher 2.
Here, let us do an exercise to help you recognize mind reading. Jesus Christ would have disliked the idea of anal intercourse.
So I think this is where I'm going to end the stream right here. I think this is a perfect time to end it. No, we're not leaving. We're not leaving. Clearly, Jazzy wants me gone. Jazzy wants me gone. I see how it is. I see how it is. I see how it is, Jazzy. Okay. Um.
I know that's mind reading right there. Unless you asked Jesus Christ himself and he told you, there's no way you'd know how he feels about butt sex.
Very good, Samuel. Many in my time have claimed to know the mind of Jesus Christ, and none of them have ever even met him.
I mean, he was a Middle Eastern who had shared history with the Greeks, and we know the Greeks and Romans love their butt sex. So why not Jesus? This is above my streamer pay grade. I do not get paid enough for this.
You were there when he was kicking around. You ever meet him?
No, that part of the world was never really vampire friendly. The chair you're sitting in is one of his, though. Magnificent, isn't it?
What do you mean it's one of his?
Jesus Christ made this chair?
Logically speaking, listen, I told you that conversation is above my streamer pay grade, okay?
I bought it cheaply before he became a big deal. He was certainly ahead of his time as a carpenter.
Dang. Now I feel awkward sitting in this thing.
Hi, Ace.
It's more than 2,000 years old, Samuel. It is still just a chair, and it's experienced millennia of past wind. Don't worry about it.
I'm saying that it's experienced 2,000 years of people farting in it. Yo! uh, Yogan, are you trying to get me, like, in trouble?
Crimson is upset with me because I forgot to take out the garbage. I know because she told me so.
I mean...
You sure that's why Crimson's mad at you, boss? It seems a pretty minor thing to be upset about.
Is that blaming? Is he...
It is up to Crimson whether she is upset or not. If she tells me why she is upset, I am not reading her mind.
Okay, yes, they
That
lost.
is the nice thing about good communication. One never needs to wonder.
It's better that way.
Dang, so it's not mind reading then.
I didn't mean to click on that.
Correct, Samuel. Let us keep going. I sent my friend Vlad an internet message, and he left it on read. He must hate me.
That's some mind reading for sure. There's no way you know what Vlad's thinking. Maybe he wasn't ready to answer, or maybe he forgot.
So, we talking Vlad and Paler? Are you not him? Like, is this somebody else? I need details.
Excellent, Samuel. That's correct. There are endless reasons why Vlad would leave my messages on read, and only Vlad knows them.
I won't remove you second, but I can't necessarily speak for my mods though. But I mean the amount of sexy times that they've been talking about in this game, I think it how are people on YouTube? I can't speak for them. We don't know them yet. Hi Stereo, how's it going?
Reading too much into an internet message is a massive waste of time.
Well, the Pony Express was a lot healthier, I think. Well, this internet stuff makes people get real nutty.
Mortals are in more of a rush than we are, I'm afraid. Let us continue. One of the patrons of my club was having dirty thoughts about me. I know because I read his mind with my vampiric powers.
Okay, but do you actually have that?
I told our bouncer Bert a funny joke the other day. He was quiet but very amused.
Are you sure?
How the heck would you know if Bert was amused by your jokes? That's clearly mind reading.
Doing good. Just got done playing some Zelda. How goes the therapy? It's going. Which Zelda game did you play? If I may ask, are you going old school or new school?
You are correct, Samuel. No one knows what Bert is thinking.
Bert looks like Nosferatu, like for real.
I like to think he dreams of butterflies. But who can say?
I don't think he's thinking of butterflies.
Tears of Kingdom has you in a chokehold again, so I haven't finished it, and that's okay. That is okay. Where's Ernie? I'm like, wait a minute. Ernie? Okay, I got it. I got you. I don't know. We haven't met Ernie, or if there is one.
Then you are mind reading, Samuel. Let Bert be Bert.
Yeah, I guess so.
I believe you now understand that mind reading may have closed the door on some opportunities for you.
I suppose. I can't really know either way, but I guess that's the point of all this. Knowing what's real and what's not.
Exactly, Samuel. So tell me, what happened to you and your brother?
No, I was getting therapy.
You don't know already. I thought we were famous Wild West outlaws. They called us the Handsome Boys on account of the fact that we were young and good looking.
Interesting. Okay.
I think we made as close to a living as possible while keeping up a life like that for some 35 years. They stopped calling us the Handsome Boys eventually. Mostly they just called us those two bitches. Jeb and I married a pair of sisters, even talked about settling down in some kind of fashion. I guess we got greedy though. One last big job, as they say in the pictures. Met this fella in a saloon who'd heard of us. Went by Ernie. He said he'd help us take down the Pioneer Missouri Bank. A take of $30,000, split 3 ways.
There's your Ernie second. There's your Ernie.
That's about $1 million in today's dollars, but that kind of money was unthinkable back when. We got the money all right, but my brother got shot in the head. Dead before he even hit the ground. I didn't know who did it, so in my rage, I killed every soul in that bank. Ernie and I ran off with that dirty money, but weren't nothing the same after that. When she heard the news, my sister-in-law was screaming so loud she scared the coyotes away. My wife left with her that night, and I didn't see either of them ever again. Not sure I wanted to. I had $15,000 and no interest in spending it. Just sat there in a sack. When Ernie invited me to join his gang, I saw no reason not to. I'm pretty sure I signed that devil's contract as soon as I started killing them folks in the bank.
I am sorry, Samuel. That is a truly horrifying story. I can hear the pain in your voice. Your brother was precious to you.
Yeah. He wasn't a good man, Andy. But he kept me safe. Without him, I knew I'd be doomed. I was certain I had no choice but to join the Mystic Bastards. Yeah, I know. Cognitive distortion.
I know you know, Samuel. A new one, but I think you can identify it on your own. What is the cognitive distortion you are displaying now?
Okay.
I was so sure I was right to join the Mystic Bastards. Ain't nobody could have convinced me otherwise.
Indeed, Samuel. This cognitive distortion is known as being always right. And when you are always right, your choices are limited, even if they lead to doom.
Okay, so like thinking about my clients that I have, like right away, Isabella, always right, blaming, for sure. Dr. Drain, mind reading. Edmund, always right and blaming. And then for Medi, mind reading. For sure. That's what I think. I don't know if it's true or not.
We become so convinced that only we have the appropriate perspective, even in a world of of infinite possibilities. One would expect immortals to be immune to this distortion after seeing their beliefs challenged over generations, but we are just as susceptible to being always right. Let's try some examples so you can identify when I am always right. I have the experience of ages. My authority cannot be questioned.
Okay, Boomer.
Not you calling him a boomer.
Excuse me?
Just something I hear the kids say when old mortal folk are acting like they're always right.
Okay, boomer.
The folks born after World War II are real good at destroying the world, but they assume age leads to wisdom. It ain't necessarily so.
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna start saying that to my mom and see how she takes that. I feel like she was gonna get really mad at me. She's gonna get really mad at me. What'd you call me? Ain't he too old for that? Well, we don't know how old he is. We just know that he's old. Sam, on the other hand, he's kind of young. He's kind of young. I think he's like 250 years old. And I think Edmund. I even think Edmund's older. Let me look. We don't know how old Andromachos is. 430, 550, 237. How old is Sam? Like, she would be considered a boomer. She would be considered a boomer. Yeah, I think Sam's like 250 years old. I think that's what he said too about himself. So he's kind of a baby, even though he died older. Him's baby.
You are always right about that. Well done, Samuel.
My mom's a boomer. My sister is a late Gen Xer. No, my brother is a Gen Xer. My sister is an older millennial. I'm a younger millennial. Supposedly, I'm a younger millennial. But my niece, I have some Gen Zers. I have like 2 or 3 Gen Zers, and then I have a bunch of Gen Alphas, and I'm just like, good luck, y'all. Hey, TFT, how's it going? Good luck, Gen Alpha. We too tired to do anything. Good luck. Yep, good luck to the Gen Alpha, Generation Alpha. Good luck. We done. We tapping out. Peace.
With my multi-generational economic expertise, I am confident that market conditions will result in mass layoffs in the next quarter.
Too tired? No, I'm not Gen X. I am a late millennial. Like,
I know that turning another into a vampire inevitably results in resentment. I know for a fact that vampires become misanthropic as they age. I do not need your perspective.
And now, hold on, you ain't always right. You thinking we're gonna turn into misanthropes is limiting you from making new vampires. But that's just your thinking.
yes, sir. I am. Yes, I am a millennial. You just took some Tylenol and your knees have never been better. Ever? Really, R50? I need some for my back. But no, I'm a millennial. I'm kind of on like the end of the millennial. I don't know what it's called.
good, my dear Samuel. Caution is warranted when bringing a new soul into the dark, but I must consider perspectives other than my own. I have not had much good fortune with my children of darkness, but I am indeed not the only judge of character.
Who you changing, Andromachos?
You got kids, Andy?
I had many dark children before I recognized the gravity inherent in doing so.
Listen, when he said that, my mind immediately went to Interview with the Vampire. Oh shit, you're gonna go to MomoCon? Honestly, though, you just need to get new shoes and maybe go to the doctors about your toe. You should probably go do that. Like, you should not wait for that. If it's money, I can understand, but if you have the opportunity to do so, I would do it.
I only wish more of my brethren could learn what a responsibility it is to begin the unlife of another. I know the internet is a passing fad. I have seen technology come and go, so I can trust my own expertise.
I mean, you're not wrong, but
I think you're doing a little always right there, Andy. A lot of folks had unwavering confidence that the fax machine was going to stick around forever, but they weren't right neither.
my mom has one. My mom has one. A fax machine. Also, Japan still uses it. So they're still around. I'm just saying. We used to have one. My mom has 2 of them. I don't know if any of them works, though. That's the other thing. Because she would call me over. The fax machine ain't working. Come over here and fix it. I don't know how to work this thing. Why, too? Because one was like a phone and a fax machine. That's only what it was. But then we got the all-in-one print fax copy scanner for her because she was faxing a lot of things for the businesses that she had at the time, but now she doesn't have any of them anymore because she should be retired, but she's not retired. And actually, she should be retiring because she's at the age when she can. She's 65, I think. But she's not retired.
Truly, I still use my fax machine. It is the preferred mode of communication among vampires here in Germany.
Heck, I guess that just proves no one is always right about technology.
It's about finding time to find shoes. You purchased 2 different pairs of shoes that you had to return since they killed your feet and shins. Does MomoCon have Momo in it? Which Momo are we talking about? Which are we talking about? Xenosaga Momo? I don't even know who her voice actor is, but I'm pretty sure their logo has a peach in it.
There are still some always right cognitive distortions to find, my friend. Listen closely. I have the experience of ages. My authority cannot be...
Okay, but...
Excuse me.
We're doing this again.
Folks born after...
You are always right. With my multi-generational economic expertise, I am confident that market conditions will result in mass layoffs in the next quarter.
Mystic powers, grant me a miracle.
Hold on.
Wait.
I did not say that I was certain, just that I had earned confidence in my modern stock markets are run by a couple.
Wait, are you serious?
Yes. They sacrifice all to the dark god of ever-increasing profit. You should know this, Samuel. Their dark gospel reigns supreme in your land.
Oh, right. I guess I never thought as institutional investment bankers as dark cultists, but you're right. That's exactly what they are.
The Momo you get when you type in Momo in Google or even DuckDuckGo, really?
If only they had chosen a more ethical god than unrestrained capitalism.
That's kind of scary.
I know that turning another into a vampire inevitably results in resentment. We are trying to determine...
I know.
That turning another into...
That sounds like you're always right. I know a lot of us vampires ain't too happy with our lot in life, but we ain't always resentful.
That is correct, Samuel. Of course, we must be careful when choosing whom we turn and when. Choosing to live forever is not a choice casually made.
It ain't usually a choice at all.
But we will endeavor to break that cycle, my friend. We have enough clients already without having more resentful immortals running around. Let us continue.
I think I get it, boss. If I had found folks to listen to other than myself, maybe I wouldn't have joined up with Ernie's gang.
Perhaps, perhaps not. You had plenty of reasons for making the choices you made. Reflecting on them is what helps us to grow.
Yeah, I'm a lucky fella all in all. I did some stuff with those vampires that I was pretty sure erased any humanity I had left. But I was wrong. Them transcendentalists I hold up with were ready to help me no matter how nasty I was.
By the way,
I've done a lot of thinking on my own, but I owe them everything.
that book that Sam had the option of reading, Emerson, he's a transcendentalist as well. I don't even remember his name, his full name. Ralph Waldo Emerson. He's a transcendentalist.
I've done a lot of thinking on my own, but I owe them everything. Is that so, Samuel? Can you point out your own distortion there?
It's my old favorite sneaking up on me, disqualifying the positive. I did plenty of work on myself.
I was low key overthinking. I'm just like, is it this? Is it that? What about this? What about this
That's right,
instead?
Samuel. And why were the transcendentalists able to help you? We just went over it tonight.
I realized I wasn't always right. I was ready to start receiving help.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent, Samuel. Your capacity for self-reflection, and so quickly, is truly inspiring. I almost feel as though my blood is circulating on its own.
Oh, come on, Andy. I'm just a fella.
I'm just a fella. I ain't nobody special, Andy. Don't do this to me now. You're gonna make me blush.
You have earned a reprieve from disqualifying the positive, my friend. Embrace it. I believe we have had a productive session today. Let us not press matters. This is difficult work, and you are handling it wonderfully. How do you feel?
Sam, the little fella. Yeah, he's just a little fella.
You know, I feel okay. Somehow it's better than feeling good. What happened is what happened. Some bad stuff happened to me, and I did some bad stuff. None of it lasts forever. That's the nice thing about having all the time in the world.
Your trials have made you wise indeed, my dear Samuel.
You visited Emerson's Woodlands that Thoreau built a cabin in Fallout 4? There's a such thing? Hold on. What the hell? It's in Wisconsin. R50, what the hell are you doing here? Is there another place? What are you doing up here? I'm kidding. I know you said in Fallout 4. So I'm low-key confused. So Emerson Log Cabin. There's a place in Wisconsin. I have no clue where this place is. But then Massachusetts. Very interesting. Okay, let me not get distracted on this.
Now rest, my friend. You shall soon share your wisdom with your clients. I wish you a good night.
Yeah, I believe it's early coffin time for me tonight. Have a good night, Andy.
You as well, Samuel. Rest in peace.
So we give out therapy, but then we also receive therapy. That is the trade off. Then we also get to see Crimson sometimes.
Samuel, greetings. You look a bit pale. May I offer you something to drink?
From you?
Yeah, you got any drinker's blood?
Drinker's blood.
I know you are joking. You will not dilute your blood before a session.
Oh no. Turn Callista to okay, so it's I wouldn't mind being a VTuber, but at the same time, if we do reach this goal, I'll do it. If we don't, that is perfectly fine. When there's another goal that kind of big comes up, I'll I'll change it. But as of right now, this is the only goal I can think of. Like I said, if it happens, it happens. I will turn into a VTuber. I don't know what I'm gonna look like, but some people may have an idea. But yeah. Now second. Stop. I still need to cook for you or cook on stream for you. I need to get a laptop. That's what I need to get. But what?
Yeah, I know, you're right. I just don't know who I'm meeting tonight. Is it gonna be Dr. Drain or that Lord Luridus fella?
Oh, he need another drink. Are you being lied to? No, you're not. You know, a lot of people use their phones to stream that stuff. Oh, I don't have any issues with phones. Look at it. I'm I'm set. I'm set, and I have 2 webcams as well. I don't have any problems with that. I have 3. No, I was explaining this on Sunday, but I have 3 phones because this one, my Huawei phone, View 10, had the best camera ever. But AT&T is just like, hey, we can support your phone. You need to get a phone that can get up to 5G. And I'm like, well, this can do 3 and 4, so I don't know what the problem is. Also, it's Huawei is a Chinese brand, which is not necessarily contraband here, but it's not supported on U.S. Networks. So I keep this because I sometimes use it for cosplay photos, and then also there's a shit ton of memes on here. Now, this is the phone I got to replace my Huawei phone. And this is the Samsung Galaxy S21. It's okay. Not my favorite. I prefer my Huawei phone, but I can't have that. And then this one, this is the Galaxy Flip Z4, I think. And I like this one because it flips. Yeah. I think it's kind of a step down from my S21, but it is what it is. How many phones? 3. Maybe 4. I don't know where it is though. How many do I use? Currently 1. I lied 2 because this one's on, so I was using it for something. 2. So when I hit you with that cool meme as a response on Discord or on Twitter, it's from one of these phones or my PC. But anyway,
You only met a single individual last time, and you will meet only a single individual this time.
my secret identity is a cosplayer. Second, you know this.
Do not let Dr. Drain's avoidance of accountability confuse you.
Listen, I don't know if we talk to Dr. Drain, he acting a fool, I'm getting a drink.
You saw the guy, though. Lord Luridus ain't nothing like Dr. Drain.
And why do you think that is, Samuel?
Well, maybe it's easier for Dr. Drain to blame Lord Luridus.
That's what Second said. She got a secret identity, and my secret identity is a cosplayer. But if you were paying attention, it's not really a secret now, is it?
Correct, Samuel. In my personality would be within Dr. Drain's control. Lourdes is not, and therefore, Dr. Drain relinquishes control. Prepare yourself, my friend. Let us find the darkness that lives within Dr. Drain.
Here we go. Okay. Definitely should statements. He's blaming. I wish I could read my notes before doing this or during it, but I can't.
All right, I think I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
No fear, Samuel. I shall not let Dr. Drain hurt you, no matter what he is calling himself. Do what you do best.
Listen, you don't have to. I mean, I'm all for you protecting me, Daddy Andromacos, but I mean, Sam got that. He got that pistol on him. He got that pistol on him.
I will, I promise. And here he comes, whoever he is today. Doc.
Okay, we're good.
Somewhat taciturn today, then. Well, don't be upset with me. I did warn you about that beast. At least now you recognize the urgency in being rid of him.
Yeah, sure. Don't worry, bro. I got it. I know. That's exactly it, second.
Perhaps now we can stop beating about the bush and actually fix my addiction problem.
I'm here to help, but if we're gonna lick this thing, we gotta do it honestly. And that means getting to the root of the problem.
I tire of this self-examination process. There must be something efficacious that I can do. Perhaps some sort of aversion therapy.
Sir.
I am willing to do whatever it takes to make that villain just go away.
Sir, he is a part of you.
Then you gotta be willing to address the big old elephant in the room.
And what is that?
No, he is an extreme walking red flag. Like, I can't even. No.
You and Lord Lourdes ain't two different people. You keep talking about him like he's someone else, but you both got the same brain in there.
Complete and utter nonsense. You've met him. We share absolutely nothing in common. And what's more, I am fully aware that he hates me. Take a look at this note he left on my desk.
That's supposed to be you with the micro penis?
I'm gonna leave this here because folks are in an ad right now. Bruh, he drew a stick figure with nicer hair than I can draw. Okay. That drawing couldn't be me. This hair is nicely done. It's nicely done. Now, R50, you stop that mess.
Indeed. Juvenile humor, to be sure. Certainly nothing I would produce.
Yeah, okay.
Ain't he got the same penis, though?
Oh.
Quite so. I have no doubt he does the most terrible things with it.
So somehow he's got a different brain than you do, but the same penis. Something ain't adding up here, Doc.
I love this game so much.
Resent what you are suggesting. I have no effect on what Lord Lourdes does.
I know you're a pretty responsible fella, but you're giving Lord Lourdes more credit than he deserves.
What on earth are you talking about?
You know that old stereotype mortals like to spread about us where we can't go into a place until we're invited?
Is that not true? Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait, I've been lied to. No, I was joking.
A ludicrous idea with no basis in scientific truth.
Ain't you giving Lord Luridus your permission to come in and do what he does when you take that plasma stuff?
I didn't invite him in the first time. I had no idea what I had created. That his presence would become an addiction was not known to me.
I had to mute the mic because there was loud motorcycles and like an ambulance or cops driving by.
Dr. Drain, you're a scientist. Your stock and trade is in facts, ain't it? Let's leave thought out of this for now. You gotta be my scientist here and stick to what we know.
Very well. Yes. The genesis of Lord Luridus was in the actions and choices I took. Are you quite satisfied?
Mm-hmm.
Doc, we ain't here for my satisfaction. Do you really think that?
Well, the fact that I am upset right now certainly lends credence to the idea that you are trying to shame me.
Oh.
The doctor is presuming your thoughts based on his own feelings. A rather unscientific approach, wouldn't you say, Samuel?
Well, the fact that I am upset...
Let's go back to the science, Doc. Can you say with all confidence that I'm trying to shame you?
No. No, I cannot.
Mm-hmm.
You can't read my mind, Doc. Or at least far as I know you can't. But if you could, you'd know what'd make me real satisfied is helping you out. I get that you're upset. This is tough stuff to face. But that don't make me a bad guy for talking about it.
Oh, Sam is so kind. Like Maddie said, but I don't want to give him cheese though.
I'm here to help you face it.
I would offer blood, but I'm an American and I have too much glucose in my system. However, I think he prefers American blood, but I digress.
I won't lie to you, Doc. The people that Lord Luridus has hurt probably would have a bone to pick with you. But I ain't here to punish nobody. That ain't the way to help you. In this room, we're working together. You're doing...
And so you do me even greater shame through kindness. I cannot win. Perhaps I should simply let that beast, Lord Luridus, have his way with me.
Please no. Also, I have a really big bag of Tootsie Rolls, right? This bag. 2.4 pounds, right? And I got it because they had vanilla flavored Tootsie Rolls in there, which are my absolute favorite. I think I have a bag of them on my wish list. And when I was picking out the vanilla ones, this is what I pulled out. It is, I don't know what this is. It's like a Tootsie Roll melted, all of them together, although they're not, they're all wrapped. So I was very upset because I'm just like, I believe this is all of the vanilla Tootsie Rolls in the bag. I think that's all that's left. But I don't know if I want to eat them or not, but I'm eating every one except for... Oh, by the way, there's a normal one in here. I'm going to eat the lime ones and the orange ones, and I'm going to leave the lemon and the cherry ones. And then I'm going to send them to somebody. I should have sent them to Salem. Just Salem opens a box of just candy. Lemon and cherry. That would have been mean.
Come on now, Doc. You're jumping right to doom there. There are so many ways this therapy thing could go for you.
Maybe I'll do it to wash you instead.
It ain't we destroy Lord Luridus or Lord Luridus wins. jumping right to catastrophe just ain't realistic. Already you're fighting him by being here. That means there's definitely something in the middle. And working together, we'll make things better. Maybe not completely better. This work ain't never done.
Facts.
Of course, I am forgetting myself. I'm not usually prone to extremes. I shall attempt to be more mindful.
I ain't expecting you to be perfect, Doc. And I don't want you to expect perfection from yourself either. What I'm asking you for is self-compassion.
Which we all need a little bit of that.
That ain't erasing blame. It's just approaching yourself from a place of understanding. That's a scientific method, ain't it?
I doubt many in the scientific community would agree with such a statement, but I believe I understand the thrust of it. We cannot address facts if we mask them in emotionality.
That's exactly it, Doc. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Indeed. Thus my attempt to synthesize the thought properly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank the dark powers that made us. Someone in here's the smart one.
Very well. We shall take a strategic, scientifically sound approach. We will agree upon facts, develop hypotheses, test and validate.
Yes.
If I rely on the science, I will never be wrong.
That's not always right.
Well, sounds good to me, compadre. Let's start assembling them facts. Can I ask you some questions then?
You may. Let us begin.
Alright, so you told me that the thing that makes your plasma addicting is how good it makes you feel when you wake up from it. From your scientific perspective, what makes it feel good?
From a chemical perspective, good feelings, or positive emotions, are the result of neurotransmitter action.
Okay, we getting real scientific in here.
Considering the specific emotions felt in the immediate moment are contentment and satisfaction, it is certain that I am experiencing an oxytocin and dopamine release. It is a primal limbic response. In laboratory settings, we observe a constant drive in animals towards stimulating the release of amygdala-receptive neurotransmitters.
I think you're gonna need to boil that down for me, Doc.
I did not come here to teach, but so be it. Ask your questions.
Sure, limbic system.
What's the limbic system do?
The limbic system functions as the emotional center of the brain, responsible for emotional responses such as joy, fear, and anger.
So it's like the part of my brain deciding if I should be scared of a rattlesnake, or happy about a belly full of blood?
Precisely. It plays a crucial role in forming memories and making decisions based on emotional experiences. Often called the lizard brain, it's evolutionarily one of the older parts of the brain, indicating its fundamental role in regulating survival instincts.
So funny that lizard brain comes out because I was chatting with a few folks and I was talking about I don't necessarily have an obsession with him. It's just an unexpected crush on this man. I have an unexpected crush on Mad Mikkelsen. I have no clue why. I barely watch any of his movies that he's in. I only know him because of Hideo Kojima, really. And the fact that he's like best friends with this man. And yes, sure, he I have a crush on him. Nobody said anything about me liking older men, okay? I have a crush on this man. Don't know why. And he looks very good for his age. He's like 70 something. I don't know exactly how old he is, but 70, right? And then somebody said, oh, they have like, I don't think they said lizard face, but they said something about him being like a lizard and being able to, you know, age without necessarily showing it. That it wasn't anything about vampires, by the way. And so we also started talking about another actor, Cillian Murphy. And I'm just like, yeah, I had a crush on him too. In whatever Batman movie he was in, like, he was very handsome in that movie. But then afterwards, I don't know what happened to him. But then somebody else was just like, yeah, he's also like a lizard. And they were just like, look at their faces. I'm just like, no, this is too, like, the coincidence is strong. But anyway, yeah, I have a crush on Mads Mikkelsen. He, like I said, he's like 70. but he don't look like it, okay? I have no clue where this came from. It just happened.
I've been called lizard brain before, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't a compliment.
I don't know where it came from. I blame Kojima. Or Hideo Kojima. I have to be careful because I have a Japanese teacher with her last name Kojima. And no, I don't know if they're related or not. But anyway, you are Silver Fox Hunter. Stop! I am nothing of the sort. Listen, if I happen to get a sugar daddy and all of a sudden I have really bougie stuff, something happened. So- it happened. It happened. But no sugar is being given. I can promise you that.
What's this about neurotransmitters?
Neurotransmitters are chemical messengers that neurons use to communicate with each other.
Also, it never happened because I don't even leave my apartment, so.
For example, social bonding reliably triggers a release of oxytocin, creating a sense of security and attachment.
Like, you mean I have to, like, go outside? No thanks.
So, if I'm reading you right, when I'm feeling all snug after a good feed, is them oxytocin neurotransmitters doing their thing?
Look at you, Sam. You learning.
Exactly. This process is an integral part of our brain's reward system, encouraging behaviors that are perceived as beneficial for our survival and well-being.
So, survival feels good, basically.
Yes, though I would not publish such a statement in an academic paper.
We're not writing an academic paper. Pretty sure Vox will get mad if you miss out on the sugar daddy. I mean, Washu would be mad if I missed out on the sugar daddy. That girl would be so mad at me. Like, excuse me? You did what? And you didn't do this? She would be so mad. I'd be mad at myself too. So we know it's not gonna happen.
So what's all this stuff really mean in the end, Doc? Why's this neurotransmitter stuff even matter?
An intriguing question. Naturally, emotion does not have a practical evolutionary application on its own. However, these emotions signal to the reptilian brain whether or not we are under threat.
Oh, well, dang, now I think we're getting somewhere. I think the answer's right in front of us.
Oh? And what is it that your rooting, tooting brain can synthesize that mine cannot?
Not you saying rootin' tootin'.
You don't feel safe on your own. Taking that plasma forces you to get that neurotransmitter hit.
An intriguing theory. However, evidence stands against it. Like it or not, I am a vampire. The only thing that may threaten me is the sun or a more powerful vampire.
Oh, well then. That explains that. Never mind.
I should not be experiencing feelings of mortal danger. I am not immortal. Logically, I should know such a thing is ridiculous.
There's them should statements again, Doc. It doesn't matter what logic says. You still got that part of your brain that says it's in danger, and that part doesn't care about logic.
An astute point, and an inconvenient one. That we should be saddled with such vestigial, primal concerns is most unfortunate.
Can't avoid the fact that we still got them human concerns. At least we don't gotta poop, huh?
Oh dear, and you are doing so well. At least I have nothing to fear from you.
It's true, though. We're still animals, partner. We gotta satisfy the animal. Just not through pooping.
But we are immortal. Why do we have animal needs, fears, and emotions? What possible use do they have?
Is that control fallacy? Nope.
Poor Dr. Drain is diminishing the entire human, or rather animal experience in his pursuit of logical outcomes. Quite dogmatic.
But we are immortal.
Sometimes, Doc, you are just too smart for your own good. You're logicking away all the good things about being human.
Logicking.
I mean, let's say we freed ourselves from those biological concerns. Got rid of all them fears and insecurities and quirks. Why are we doing anything then? I don't know about you, Doc, but I don't want to turn into a computer. All them great discoveries and works of art came from our humanity.
Perhaps it is so. Do you know, I've met Isaac Newton several times. The young fellow was motivated indeed, but it was his human vindictiveness that made him so effective. All those motherfuckers who called me a nerd are going to pay, mark my words, he would say. Or something along those lines.
So statements like this makes you want to go back to learn about the history of certain words, and I'm just like, was that term used back then? I'm curious. Was that damn? But he is a nerd, right? He is a nerd, but I'm just like, was that term used back in the day?
So, he was making sure none of those motherfuckers could hurt him.
Also, it's very strange to hear like this type of swearing in video games because it's not. Let me step back. It's strange for me because I don't play a lot of games that have this type of like cursing in it. However, other games like short Call of Duty, even like all the way to Uncharted, sure, maybe, but this not so much. You believe nerd came in around 1970s, 80s? I was talking about the other one. The other one.
That was certainly part of it. It was not just the love of science that drove the man.
Assuming vampires pick up language as they continue to live, he could have been called nerd with this game being 2000. I mean, you're right, Diogen.
It is such a disappointing notion, however, to think that we cannot transcend our reptilian brain, even when we are beyond death.
We're dealing in facts, though, and I think what we're coming to is that your reptilian brain doesn't feel safe.
Which is absolutely ridiculous, but I must admit that it is somehow true. What a devastating revelation. Dr. Drain, for all his scientific achievement, is just an emotional little laboratory rat who bases all his decisions in fear.
Man, you just jump right to that extreme. You're probably the smartest fella I ever met, Doc. You ain't a science god, but who is? I think there's a lot of room between being a lab rat and being the perfect logical being.
You are, of course, correct. I'm letting my emotions get the better of me. Most unscientific.
Doc, I want to go back to one of them things I was telling you about in our first session, and that's self-compassion. Let's say you had some vampire apprentice, a scientist like you, who didn't know nothing like what you know, and said they were down on themselves for all the reasons you are. What would you say to them?
Well, I would explain that progress is non-linear. The scientific method, in fact, celebrates failure. That which does not conform to theory still informs theory.
Mm-hmm.
Any chance you could put the scientist away and talk to their human side?
Well, I suppose I would say that it is fine, that all things are temporary, and the universe does not care to condemn them.
Mm-hmm.
So how can we get you to say them things to yourself, Doc?
My situation is not the same. I was trained in the age of discovery. I bear the responsibility for that age.
You don't, but okay.
But if this project of mine, to create the blood that will sustain the world, is not what I am here for, then what is my purpose?
Well, let me ask you, what's the purpose of a gopher?
Rodentia geomedy. Rodents endemic to North America, known for their tunneling ability and as agricultural pests. I believe they are the prey of owls, snakes, and coyotes, and are omnivorous themselves, consuming vegetables, insects, and small mammals.
I wasn't expecting you to be so thorough. I don't think I knew half that stuff.
I have come to learn nearly everything there is to know about mammalian biology as a result of my research. Please get to the point.
I think I forgot what it was now.
That is not encouraging.
Oh, Sam.
Hold on a sec. I think I've got it.
Gophers have a purpose.
Gophers have a purpose. Driving people crazy, that's what. Used to wreak havoc on the farmland back in Missouri.
Absolutely ridiculous. That is not their purpose. It's an ill-informed anthropocentric philosophy defined and subscribed to entirely by said anthropocentrists.
Okay.
I didn't know bugs could do that.
Oh no. Oh no.
anthropocentrists, not arthropods. Humans. Homo sapiens.
Look at the chompers.
I am saying that you have created a purpose for the gopher that the gopher is entirely unaware of.
So, who made your purpose, Dr. Drain?
What? Well, I did, I suppose.
So if you made it, you can change it, right?
Yes. Capitalism. No. Second. No.
But how can I change my purpose? I have always been a scientist. So that's what I am.
Is that Nosferatu thinking?
All right, Will. Let's take that scientific approach and try to figure out who the man behind the scientist is.
Very well. If we look at the behavior of our subject, myself, we can infer a few things. If we examine my behavior, one can draw comparison to a threatened higher-thinking mammal. I spend much time in ensuring personal safety and security.
What about your more peaceful moments? What do they look like?
I believe these feelings are only medically induced through my special plasma. However, Dr. Drain appears to be at rest when he is full and satisfied.
And your synthetic blood doesn't do that for you.
I am forced to admit that at present, it does not.
Dr. Drain, what do you think of drinking something a little more fresh and human?
I will not. I do not have to. That depraved vampire, Lord Luridus, is the source of all that is base and vulgar about my person.
Doc, you're blaming Lord Luridus for something common to all vampires, including yourself. We need blood. That's just how it is. Ain't Lord Luridus's fault. Now, I know you ain't comfortable with that need, but you can't offload everything you ain't happy with onto Lord Luridus. That just makes him worse.
You have not been listening to me at all if you believe I have absolved myself of all vampiric frailty.
I mean, you haven't. You're not letting yourself. Like, I don't know if he is consuming, like, medicinal blood. Like, if he's getting it from, like, not medicine bags, but, blood bags. There you go. If he's actually getting it from blood bags, or if he's just, consuming the stuff that he's making. Because if he's consuming the stuff that he's making, he's starving himself from what it sounds like. And Lord Luterus is just like, no, I'm gonna, do the things that this man is depriving us of, and go from there. That's what it sounds like to me. I could be wrong, but that's what it sounds like.
I didn't say that. I'm saying you're distancing yourself from your needs by saying they're Lord Luridus's needs. Well, what if you indulge Lord Luridus once in a while? Maybe you could keep him from coming out.
Do you not understand what I have been working toward for the last 400 years? I will finally be able to transcend this thing that I am. I shall be a parasite no more.
Come on, Dr. Drain. You're a scientist. You know mankind ain't got that kind of control over nature. Ain't you ever seen that movie where they bring back the dinosaurs?
Which one? Is it We're Back? Because that was that was a good movie. I think that's what it's called. We're Back? Or, yeah, I think that's what it's called. We're Back. Which was crazy. I think I may have watched that movie twice. I don't know what it was about that movie, but I could watch it no more than twice. A legally distinct Jurassic Park.
That film was scientific drivel. Its simplistic understanding of DNA should have alienated its audience immediately.
Also,
but then, who
Jurassic
can guess
Park.
with Americans?
You know what? Leave us alone. Hi, Sinisters. How are you?
It was a good story, though. And in the end, it wasn't a story about DNA. It was a story about controlling nature, which I'm sure you know ain't never worked.
Your argument does not hold weight when your source of truth is a fantasy film.
He low-key is. He's British. So he has that haughty personality. Second.
Dr. Drain, we really got to talk about some kind of middle path here.
second, please.
Back home, we tried the whole abstinence thing a few times, and it didn't go too well. We tried to stop drinking, and that just made people only do bad drinking. We tried telling teenagers sex was evil, and that just made them want it even more while being ashamed of themselves. What if you just tried to do some of them things Lord Lourdes does? Just don't do them the way he does. I find the idea utterly repellent.
Facts, brother. Spit your shit. Oh, man. Drain, please.
Yeah, but then you go and take that plasma, and Lord Lourdes makes the decisions. We don't want that, right? Fine. Fine. I'll drink some blood.
Here, I got a nice packet of blood for you right there. Go downstairs.
But I warn you, Sam, the price of failure is most dear. If I should lose my humanity, all of humanity will lose.
Doc, you really can't be putting the weight of the world on your shoulders. That ain't something you can control, compadre. Now, I know you're a capable fella, but the world is gonna turn with or without you.
You think so? I can't imagine someone with my highly rational mind feeling so strongly if my prediction weren't firmly rooted in fact.
Always right. So we'll try to keep note of that for next time. Always right. Nosferatu thinking.
I know it all seems real heavy right now. Just show yourself a little compassion and patience. Beating yourself up over a future that ain't happened yet isn't gonna help you.
That's why you lost the war. Stop it, second.
We need to go back to this thing I brought up before. You're a smart fella, Dr. Drain, but sometimes you're forgetting vampire commonality. We've all felt like the world was ending or that we're awful monsters. But them feelings are our perceptions alone.
Yes, I'm aware. Perhaps I've been a little too human in my wobbles.
Wobbles.
However, you forget my training in history. I am not an average vampire. I was trained by the great Professor William Harvey.
William Harvey was an English physician who made influential contributions in anatomy and physiology. He died when he was 79 years old. Steve Harvey. No, second. No, not like this. Don't bring this maid into this.
I have had 4 centuries to unlock the secrets of animal biology. I have a duty to humanity and to my own legacy. A duty I should not fail in. Otherwise, what was it all for?
Hold your horses there, amigo. You say you've got a duty to humanity? Well, that ain't scientific at all. It ain't just anthropocentric, it's Dr. Drain-centric. Nobody said you had to do anything. Remember when we first started talking, I told you about them should statements? That's what you're doing, compadre. Just remember that them shoulds are yours.
Oh no, he was trained by William Harvey. Excuse me. They all got big teeth. We can't see his because it's hidden by his mustache, not beard, mustache.
Yes, I must be frustrating to you, Sam. I invoke the same delusions over and over again.
Hey, come on, Doc. You should be proud of yourself. You know what the difference is between you and vampires who never improve themselves? You're here. You've made a commitment to getting your head on straight, and you're getting there, my friend. Already you're making some big changes and investing in yourself. I can see it. So let's cut Dr. Drain a break. How about it, amigo? He doesn't need the weight of the world on him. There's only one thing he should do, and that's have a little understanding and empathy for himself. You get me?
Yes, I get you. Very well. I shall try to keep a clear head.
Look at this nerd understanding.
And I will arrange to drink some real blood. There's plenty of it in the lab. I shall just liberate some of it.
I mean, from like a human, though, Drain. a human. someone nice and warm.
Good man. We'll talk about how it's gone next month, alright? Indeed. Until then, Sam. And thank you for your patience. I ain't got nothing but time, amigo. You can thank me by being patient with yourself. All the same, you have my thanks. I shall see you in a few weeks then. Farewell.
Well done indeed, Samuel. I think we are starting to see a new version of the good doctor in the making.
I hope you're right, boss. That fella's awful hard on himself.
Sounds like somebody I know.
That is normal, my friend. Being a vampire takes a lot of self-acceptance. He is only taking his first steps in discovering this.
Yeah, fair enough. It took other people forgiving me to forgive myself.
Damn, don't call me out like that.
And now you pass on this gift of compassion to Dr. Drain. Now, Samuel, the evening is still young. See what the night has to offer downstairs.
That sounds good, Andy.
Rest in peace, my friend.
I always come out of the doc sessions feeling dumber than ever.
What are you talking about, Sam? You were repeating back his scientific explanations of what he was trying to explain to you. You are good. I promise you, Sam.
I'll check in with Crimson. She's always got some bartender's wisdom to share. Howdy, Crimson. Looks like a nice crowd tonight.
Hey, girl, hey.
They're always a nice crowd, cowboy. We like to maintain an asshole-free zone.
Perfect.
I'll try not to be an asshole then.
I'm not worried about you, cowboy. You had a session tonight, didn't you?
Yeah, with the doctor fella. We had a hard talk about what being a vampire means.
I'm just going to say it. I think Crimson would be an amazing best friend. Not because she's, part vampire, but not vampire. But I feel like she would be a really good best friend. Someone's bothering you, she'd beat their asses. You need a good pep talk, she giving you everything. Like, I want Crimson, be my friend. Be my bestie.
He's having a hard time coming to terms with it, even after 400 years.
I can understand that. I've stopped aging for the last 20 years and don't know how I feel about it yet. How do you think it went with him?
It went pretty good.
I think we're finally getting somewhere, actually. It's funny. A lot of vampires forget they're human, but he keeps forgetting he's a vampire. But just like we can't opt out of being human, we can't opt out of being vampires either.
Must have been a hard talk, cowboy. I sometimes wonder what I am. Staying the same age, drinking Andy's blood to live.
Callie said all these other people stressing me out. You need somebody to vent to. I mean, I do have people I can vent to, but I have that issue of me feeling like I am a burden on this person if I vent to them about my problems. Even though I know the solution to my problems and to me venting, they re-manifest themselves. And so I feel like a burden continuously telling this person the same thing over and over again. But that's a personal problem. Y'all don't have to worry about that.
Don't get me wrong. I like not being dead, but I still feel like I'm living on borrowed time.
Is this a good time to ask why you don't just join the dark side? It ain't that bad being dead.
I'm just not sure what I'd do with forever, you know? Eternity's a long time.
Yeah, I think a lot of us vampires can't answer that question either. And I don't think there's one answer anyway.
There you go. So I guess I'll keep putting off the question.
But nobody's rushing you, Crimson.
You think I'd let anyone? But thanks for listening, cowboy. Now why don't you go mingle?
Uh-oh.
There's a new fella in the kink room who's very interested to meet you.
Uh-oh. Oh no, it's a new person?
I guess I'll go be social then. Thanks, Crimson. Wait
Oh.
a sec, that ain't...
Greetings, my child.
Stranger danger. Oh my gosh.
Keep your distance, amigo. I know our kind ain't had good history, but I ain't in the mood for an exorcism or nothing.
Shoots. I no.
My child of the dark. If I were to exorcise you, nothing would be left when I was done. Only the good Lord is free of sin. We are all children of darkness.
Oh, he has an accent. He has an accent. Sir, are you German? I don't think you're German.
Holy smokes, what Bible have you been reading?
I know my scripture, my son. However, I am by scripture and dark metal ordained, not by any church of man.
He's either Irish or Scottish. I'm thinking he's Irish. That's just me. That.
So, you're some kind of freelance priest?
Yes, I suppose I am. It is the only way I can give succor to those who need it most.
So I gotta ask, seeing as we're in a kink room, what kind of sucker are we talking about?
I follow in the path of the Lord. I share my body, and I share my blood.
Ain't this a little blasphemous for your kind?
Second, I can't stand you.
To whom, my child? God is in everything, including you, sweet vampire. Can God blaspheme against himself?
They coming on kind of strong.
I merely wish to give comfort to those who live in darkness. And so, I choose to live in darkness with them. Come, my son. I shall give succor to you.
Well, alright. Maybe if you stop calling it that.
Thou shalt not want, my son. Are you comforted?
Yeah, I guess I am.
I know those of my faith have hunted your kind. Perhaps we fear our own sin, so we seek the sins of others. I seek only the Lord in everything, as do we all, whether we know it or not.
You ain't wrong, I suppose. Hey, a little awkward, but what's your name, fella?
You asking for his name after you sucked his blood? Sam, please.
I am Kieran. It means little dark one. The night always did call to me.
Well, Kieran, I'm Sam, and I appreciate the blood, but I'm gonna turn in.
He's in a state of torpor.
Go with God, my child of the night.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that.
You think he's Scottish? He has that accent. I don't know which one it is.
Fine evening to you, Samuel. Are you ready for tonight's session with Signora Deste?
Because I have not heard a lot of Scottish people. I've heard a lot of Irish people. Not Scottish. I'm just like, that sounds Scottish. However, everybody, now it is officially the end of the stream. It's officially the end of the stream. Thank you all for hanging out with me for as long as you did today. I appreciate every single one of you. If you're new to the stream and you like what you saw, do me a favor and hit that follow button. I love to have you in stream with me to everybody else. This week I posted my schedule a little bit late, so normally I stream on no more fake endings. Normally I stream on Tuesdays or Sundays. Tuesdays Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. But this Thursday, I'm not streaming because I have a work event to go to. And I'll be back on Friday, and then there's no stream on Saturday. And Sunday, it might be a short stream because I have to go meet a friend. But make sure you check out my Twitter page because I posted my stream schedule there. But also, if you'd like to know more about me, feel free to check out my Ko-Fis. I post all of my cosplay content and personal projects there. And then I mentioned social media, Twitter. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Blue Sky. I'm not going to send y'all over to anybody. I'm going to let y'all disperse for the night. Again, thank you all for hanging out with me. I will catch y'all on Friday for Dragon Age Inquisition. I think I'm going to give Persona 3 a little bit of rest because I'm a little bit burned out. But I will see y'all on Friday. Y'all have a good night. Take care, everybody. Bye.